The president has voiced his support for higher blends of ethanol. A lot is at stake. We caught up with a national leader on the issue. Here's more. Emily Score, CEO of Growth Energy, joining us. And Emily, I'm going to start with a consumer question. I went to the gas station this week, went to put E15 in my car. There was a sticker, though, that said it was for flex fuel vehicles only. It's the same fuel I put in the same car a week ago without that sticker. That's confusing. Can you explain how that happens?
Well, it's utterly confusing, and your first reaction, of course, is, well, what's wrong? What's wrong with this fuel? It is the only fuel that is treated differently. And the reason that the retailer is not able to offer E15 to you in June and July and August, in the summer driving months, is because of a nearly 3-decade-year-old rule by the U.S. federal government that's regulating fuel vapor emissions. And this rule was not updated to reflect the current fuel that's offered in the marketplace. And as a result, you as a consumer aren't able to get this fuel that is better for your car, better for the environment, certainly better for your pocketbook for 3.5 months out of the year.
The president has said he wants E15 available year-round, but don't we have to get rid of this RVP then?
We have to, yes. We need to get rid of this rule so that E15 can be sold year-round. There have been a lot of conversations in Washington, D.C. and at the White House and with the president around ethanol policy these past months. And in all the conversations, the one thing that he's committed to publicly is year-round sales for E15, because he knows not only is it great for the American consumer, it's great for the rural American economy as well.
And Emily, what does this mean for somebody living in a rural community like we are here with a lot of ethanol plants around us that are creating jobs?
It makes all the difference in the world. I mean, we at Growth Energy, we have been working with a lot of retailers to build out the access. If we get this RVP fix, we're looking at a potential 1.3 billion gallons of new demand over 5 years. And in the state of Nebraska that churns out about 2 billion gallons of this fuel a year, that is a huge material impact on the Nebraska economy.
The president has said he wants E15. The Secretary of Agriculture says he wants E15. But really, it's up to the EPA to make this happen. And their administrator, Mr. Pruitt, he's been in the news a lot lately, but not on this issue. What's it going to take to make this happen?
It's got to be a continuation of the good work that we're doing so far. Throughout the Midwest, we have to create an echo chamber that continues to put pressure on our congressional champions, our governors, our senators, USDA Secretary Perdue, that says we have got to get this across the finish line. That's how badly we need it for our rural economy. And so we've got to keep the pressure high. We've got wonderful champions. We've just got to continue to fortify the champions. And I will say, how much progress have we made so far? Well, we've got the best supporter we could hope for, the president. We've just got to make sure that his subordinate follows through on what he's committed publicly.
Farming, as we know, is a dangerous industry, and some believe in starting young, getting that message of safety out to kids. NTV's Alex Whitney has more from Cairo.
Over 100 students gathered today at the Cairo Community Center to learn all they needed to know about ag safety. Unlike many other farm safety courses, the Progressive Farm Safety Program focuses on younger kids from kindergarten to 6th grade who are just stepping into the world of farming. The program is hosting students from Cairo and all of the surrounding areas.
So this year we've got some disability awareness with a local resident who has a disability. We've also got combine and pinch point safety going on today. We've got the National Weather Service here talking about flooding. We also have pedestrian safety, giving shots to animals, and then healthy lifestyles as well.
Organizers for the camp felt it was important to reach a younger audience since the kids are at an age where they are still excited to learn and carry these lessons with them for the rest of their lives.
And so if we start teaching them at a younger age, maybe that will stick with them as they continue to grow, but even just to keep those younger kids safe, because a 5-year-old can get hurt just as easily as a 10-year-old in a not safe situation.
To teach all of these important lessons, over 50 volunteers from communities and businesses across central Nebraska came together to cover the diverse set of farm safety topics. Many of the volunteers, including the camp's 2 coordinators, come from Farm Credit Services of America, and the program was funded in part by Cargill Ag's Cargill Cares program, which presented the organization with a check for $7,500. For NTV News, I'm Alex Whitney, Cairo.
Some areas have had some pretty nice rains. What's in the week ahead? We'll have your grill weather outlook up next. And later, preparing for something they hope never happens, hog and cattle producers come together in the fight against foot and mouth disease. We'll explain.